Hey guys, Matt here with Juice Joyrides, and we're out in Malibu, California, and we're about to take the 72-volt Sur Ron up to Latigo Canyon. It's going to be a pretty steep hill climb, and along the way we will be doing a screen record of all the stats. As you can see here by the metrics up on the screen, you will have full access to all of the speedometer and power output as we do this hill climb. So right now we are cruising at about 25. Power output is right around 3,000 watts. We are on a full charge, and this is going to be a pretty steep and winding hill climb all the way up. Motor temperature is 34 C right now, so overheating the motor is one concern we're going to have to look out for. The maximum wattage output of this bike is 12,000. However, you can't run the motor that hard for that long or it will burn the motor up. So we're going to do a little mixed riding. We'll kind of cruise at 1,000 to 2,000 watts every now and then and give it some bursts of power, and we'll see how the motor holds up to the heat as we tackle these hills of Malibu. Here's our first decent switchback. Tires are cold. So one metric that is not displayed on the egg rider is the motor temperature. So I'll have to give you some verbal cues on that as we wind and weave our way up. We're at 47 C right now. It's like riding the old sport bike. Look at these views. No, let's take the corner. Let's not look at the views. You can see the ocean off in the distance there. It's beautiful. Get a little update on the temperature, showing 53 Celsius, so we are in the green. If you take a look out to the left here, you can see we've already gained quite a bit of elevation considering we started down at the ocean. And this is my first time doing this route on the Sur Ron. I've done this in my car quite a few times. It's been a minute though. Regen, a little bit of brake. Unleash that 12,000 watts for a moment there. Give the motor a break for a moment. Check the temperature. 62 C. After you get above about 100 Celsius, you're starting to get into the danger zone a little bit.
It is toasty up here. As you get away from the ocean, you start to get trapped in this heat. Finally, a little bit of downhill. Motor temp is 68. Gotta watch out for some fallen rocks on these corners sometimes. I haven't been down this road yet since like a year ago, so I'm not really sure what to expect around the corners. Here's some loose gravel. But this is very nice riding. Oops. Celsius. So I actually drove this bike out here in a car for the first time. It's really awesome having a full charge starting out at the bottom of the mountain. I'm starting to get really, I'll shut up here. Oh yeah, it's a nice turn. I'm starting to get really tired of how loud this chain is. Thinking about going back to an O-ring or an X-ring. Check the tub, 80 Celsius now. Let me double check that. Yeah, 80 Celsius. Might want to start chilling it out a little bit. We'll run a little lower power for a moment here. Dude, these roads are epic. 85 Celsius. That's the highest I've ever seen the temperature on this thing. I'm gonna let it run at about 2,000 until these next turns. And in the meantime, look at those views back there. Wow. All right, we got a nice little stretch coming here. 85 Celsius, rolling into this. And we'll check the battery life at the top. Celsius. Come on, little motor, you can do it. Got a little downhill now. Let's see here. 84 Celsius. Dang, we got that battery down to, well, it says 73%. That's probably voltage sag though. All right, we'll keep going. I don't want to gain too much speed going down here because the brakes on this thing are not the greatest, that's for sure. Still on stock brakes. I do have the upgraded Shimano pads, but it's really just not enough. So I'm looking at some brake upgrades. All right, one more reading on the motor temperature says 80 Celsius. We're gonna catch that car. Feels kind of weird coming up on a car on the Sur Ron. about to pass. We'll let the motor chill out for a moment. And I believe it kind of goes all downhill from here. So I'm not gonna just keep going down this hill. I'm gonna pull off here in the shade. We'll check the metrics. Oh, there's no shade. Of course there's not shade. So that run was 20 minutes of run time. Got the battery down to 68%, which is 77.6 volts. 10 miles, or 9.8 miles, according to the Egg Rider. 10.02 miles, according to Strava. So pretty on point there. So chilling out, motor temperature has dropped to 71 C-ish, 73 Celsius. So I had an absolute blast doing this ride. If you guys do enjoy these rides, let me know, because I actually recorded a couple more. And if you're interested in watching them, I'll upload those as well. The one you just watched was my very first attempt. So I know it wasn't like the fastest, and I was a little bit worried about the motor overheating. But honestly, riding out in Malibu through the canyons was a blast. So drop a comment below, give me a like if you liked it, and I'll see ya in my next video.